Uh, Very good morning to everyone. So here I'm with a new topic, that is balance of payment account and its components. I think you got this topic before because you all have accounts. So in accounts with this topic I think available. So just because we are discussing international trade. So in this international trade, this accounts played a very crucial role, and that's why we need to discuss about this account and its components. So let's start with the meaning of this type of account, that what is balance of payment account. So the balance of payment is a statement that contains the transactions made by residents of a particular country. Remember properly that it is made by the residents of a particular country with the rest of the world over a specific time period. So it is also known as balance of international payment, and the abbreviation of this account is called BOP. It is summarize all type of payments and received by the firms, individuals and the governments. The transaction can be both factor of payment and transfer of payment. So there are two type of transaction, that is called factor payment and transfer of payment. So um, in this category again we need to discuss that what is the types of account of balance on account. There are two type of accounts in BOP statement, that is called current account and capital account. So the current account records transactions which involves goods, services, investment, income, and current transfer payments. And in capital account shows the net changes in the ownership of foreign assets and transaction in financial instruments. The balance of payment account follows a double entry system. All receipts are entered on the credit side, whereas all payments are entered on the debit side. Theoretically, a balance of payment account is always a zero, with the total on the debit side equaling the total on the credit side. When both the sides total is equal, ultimately the account is equal zero. But practically, when you are going to do this account, sometimes maybe you face some error due to some different sources of data which you get for this account and some fluctuation of current exchange rates. So we need to discuss again what are the components of this BOP. So regarding the components of BOP, the components are divided into two categories, that is current account and capital account. So under the current account, there are four types of components. First one is called visible trade. This is the net of export and import of goods which are visible, you can say. The balance of this visible trade is known as the trade balance, and there is a trade deficit when imports are higher than the exports, and trade is surplus when exports are higher than the imports. Next one is called invisible trade. Invisible means it is related to services. Okay, so this is the net of exports and import of services, invisible items. Transaction mainly consists of shipping, IT, banking, insurance services, etc. So number third one is called unilateral transfer to and from abroad. This refers to payment and which are done not for a factor payment. For example, in gifts we have sent, next donation we are giving to some residents of country, or some non-resident relatives. When we payment, that is come under these components. Next one is called income, receipt and payment. So all the income, receipts and payment we have done in this include factors payment and receipt. These are generally rent on property, interest on capital, profit on investment. These all are come under this. So these are the called four components of current account: visible trade, invisible trade, will transfer to and from abroad, and income, receipt and payment. So next one is called another part of component, that is called capital account. So under the capital account there are three major components of capital account. Number one is called loans to and borrowing from abroad. So loans to and borrow means suppose you have given loan, or another one is called taken loan from abroad. So this consists of all loans and borrowings given to or received from abroad. Under this components, it includes both private sector loans as well as the public sector loans. Number two is called investment to and from abroad. Suppose you invest to some abroad and maybe you take investment from abroad. So under this category, these are investment made by non-residents in shares in the home country, or investment in real estate in any other country. Now the third one is called change in foreign exchange reserves. So foreign exchange reserves are maintained by central bank of country to control the exchange rate and ultimately balance the balance sheet. So these three are for the components of capital account. So in the conclusion of this topic, I would like to say that current account deficit is financed by surplus in the capital account and vice versa. Remember properly, a current account deficit is financed by surplus in the capital account and vice versa. This can be done by borrowing more money from abroad or lending more money to non-residents. Okay, so it's a very easy topic. I think you know properly this topic. So thank you so much for watching this video presentation. Have a good day. If you have any query, then ask me in my personal WhatsApp. Thank you so much.